Yep. Nobody from Beverly Hills.
Oh, see?
Vicky. Just Vicky. That's probably almost 10-ish.
Even Danielle. Well, listen, she is iconic. I'm not going to say she wasn't. She was iconic. She made a big statement. She did. I'm not going to say anything bad about her. I mean, to the fact is that it doesn't even matter because she is. She's made a big splash. She goes down in history.
What do you think like people still have wrong about you? You know, after 5 seasons, like what do you think are the misconceptions?
About the only thing is about children, that you don't have kids, you don't know about kids, you don't care about kids. I care about kids so much that I don't mention my children's names. I keep them out of the public eye. And that, you know, my whole life is really about my children. And that, you know, I'm not a mother. Of course, I'm a biological child. I think that's the biggest misconception. People think because I don't show that part of my life. Listen, my kids are out of the house. They don't live here. They are adult children. That, you know, I'm heartless. I don't care about people's children. No, that's not true. I spent most of my life raising my kids and doing things. And so I think that's what is the biggest misconception. And, you know, but that's fine because I've spent a good amount of time being protective of my children, and that's okay. And that's the most important thing to me. So let them all think that.
Was it hard this season, particularly like with Gia? I know that became a thing.
Yeah, because listen, she's younger than my youngest child, and I was just like, I'm not going to yell at Gia. I love her. I'm upset that she gets upset. Of course, she wants to be protected by the. But I'm never going to yell at a young girl. I'm not going to argue with a 21-year-old girl. I was shocked. I was like, what are you doing? And I'm not going to bring someone's child into an argument.
I thought that, I mean, I know editing is everything, but that locker room, that bathroom scene where I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a mother more proud of a child. I mean, I think Teresa was like.
I mean, Teresa even says, I'm proud. She defends her mother. I would be to my child, please don't get my fights. This isn't for you. I want you to be okay. Thank you for feeling the need to protect me, but that's not your job. And that's not your job.
That's what you would have said.
That's what I would say. That's not your job. And I understand why you feel that way, but you know what, this isn't for you. You know what, I want to protect you from this. That's what I would say. And that's the way I feel.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean,
what else do you feel is left unsaid? I mean, I
feel like I said it all. A lot of things are, listen, I think it's hard. I think everybody's children who are exposed to this do get hurt if they're on camera, if they're not. I think being a public figure is very difficult. I think everybody has dirty laundry. I think let's not be too judgmental. I think part of being on the show is having a difference, of opinion. Everybody comes from a different place, but if you have a dirty backyard, don't throw stones. It depends what it is. It's like, listen, I've had lawsuits. I'm not throwing a stone at anybody else who has a lawsuit. I understand lawsuits and business lawsuits. I'm never going to talk about Louis having a business lawsuit. I'm not going to talk about anybody having a business lawsuit. For the fact is, I know it happens. I know it happens in business. I know that's being, someone who has a business. It happens in business. I'm not going to talk about it with someone else. It's just very simple. But like when I talk about someone else's drinking, you're right. I could talk about someone else's drinking. I don't drink. I am very above board. I've witnessed my mother drinking. I've been very honest about my mother's drinking, so I can talk about it. It's very simple. You can't talk if you want to talk about my infidelity. I never bragged. Everyone's like, you bragged about your relationship with Joe. You did this. You did this. I'm going to tell you why it was a hypocrisy. That's the only thing. I was very honest about my relationship. It's not bragging and everything else. If you're protecting your husband's infidelity, don't talk about someone else's. If you are so concerned,
right?
That's what it is. And I think that's where it is. So I also think the thing on the show is just like, if you have the same shit, don't be judging someone else's. That's it. That's the one thing on the show. If you have the same stuff, if you had, it's very simple. And I think that's just the craziest thing ever.
I mean, that makes sense. Like if I had something I really didn't want to come out, I probably wouldn't be speaking about it.
or even if it did, or relate it to something, or just say, it's just like, I've suffered with that. That's why it's painful for me. Or just be understanding about it. Just like I said, it's hard for me to watch you drink because I had it with my mother. At least I tell you where the trigger is from. I think it's weird to pretend everything's perfect, and then attack somebody else for the same behavior you protect so fiercely.
Seems like the worst thing from this season is the reunion stuff that was said that is bigger than the show, that it sounds like you really can't come back from. But what was what was the best thing to happen this season? Let's end on a positive note.
The best thing to happen this season was celebrating Marge Sr.'s 75th birthday, because it's also very of the moment with everything going on with the Ukraine, everything else. I think people could see, a little bit of Marge Sr.'s journey, and to celebrate her 75th birthday. That was so sweet. That was such a feel-good episode. I'm just going to say it's also the top rated of the season so far.
I know that because Marge Sr. told me that. She's like, do you know that my episode was the highest rated? And
taking all the credit, Marge Sr.
She's
because
like,
it was so sweet. It was so loving. Everybody was in such a good mood to be there, and it was a really nice night.
Listen, it was another great night, and I'm sorry that I've caused you any drama from being there.
Oh
because
my God, I can give two shits. I think it's so funny. Everyone's so psycho, and all these people who make up all this nonsense and such assholes, I could care less.
It's like 1 + 1 = 2 people. It does not equal 3. Like, you're looking way into things.
I know. I love it. Let them. I say what they want. I don't care. People
exactly. Is there anything else you want to cover that I didn't bring up? Anything you want to say in closing words?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Just follow my podcast for entrepreneurial stuff, not pop culture. Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget comes out twice a month, which is great. We have
you've had lots of great guests.
We've had a lot of great guests, and a lot of great entrepreneurs, and that's it. And then keep tuning in because we got the reunion to finish up.
We have to finish the reunion.
Our reunion.
Can you confirm or deny all these rumors that Mr. Joseph Gorga walks off the reunion set?
Didn't he confirm?
I think he kind of confirmed. Yeah.
I go with whatever Joe Gorga says.
I
don't like to really, say anything.
Listen, I don't want to cost you your job. Well, everyone needs to tune into Caviar Dreams. And wait, say hi to Marge Sr., say hi to Lexi, say hi to Joe.
Bella, how cute is she? Don't you love her? I know you're not a dog lover, but this dog's number one.
Listen, I don't mind my Bella. Bella and I have come a long way, my dear.
I know, Bella's Team David. All right, love you. Thanks, thank you.
Love you. Keep in touch, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.